If you're using Thrive Apprentice, you can use it with Thrive Leads to encourage people to maybe sign up or to display maybe some introductory video to your course platforms. So lots of options, and I just want to show you here a few examples of what can be displayed. Of course, there are 7 or 8 types of opt-ins that could be displayed. You could display multiple of them at the same time as well. So just to show you here, this is a pop-up, so a light box that shows up. You have the choice of showing it when people arrive, or when people exit. So that's one type. There is right here in the lower right corner a what we call the slide-in, so people can view it and it stays on the page. And there is one at the top called the ribbon, and that could be used to display updates, for example. It could be used to display anything you want. It could be for lead capture. It could be just to help your course members to find the information or to give them updates. So this can be used with a video on top of it as well. That can be very useful. So I'm not going to go into every detail of setting it up, but just to give you the overview, if you go to the Thrive dashboard and go to Thrive Leads, what you need to do is create a lead group. I've got one here created where I have a light box, a ribbon, and a slide-in. The 3 I've just shown you. It's displaying on desktop. You have the option on displaying it on mobile as well. Just make sure you test it if you do, to make sure it fits and it doesn't take half of the screen, especially on a small phone. So always test it out, but that's definitely an option. And then, so it's enabled. And then the idea is that you can, I could go and edit it. Just to show you here. And so this is the one that I was just showing you earlier. So again, this is Thrive Leads, and you can just use, just like in Thrive Architect, most of the elements of Thrive Architect are available, and then you drag and drop and you create your form. So I'm not going to go in details there, but just to show you here, one of the setting that you have to get right to make sure it displays is, let me just create a new one and just to show you the process. So basically I have to choose the lead groups. So in this case, it's not a short code, it's not a Thrive box, it's really a lead group. And really a lead group means that the opt-ins or the pop-ups or the boxes, the elements will be automatically shown. The shortcode in the Thrive box typically are action-based, so you have to click on something or it will display in a specific place for a shortcode. So if you want to have something triggered on time or automatically you use a lead group. So I'll just create a new one just to show you. So I like to name them. So LG for lead group, 02 is the second one. So let's call it Apprentice. So if you already have some lead groups, then you can create one just for Apprentice. So that's one way. So I'll just create one here. Then you go to this gear icon, and then you're gonna basically select where to show. So in this case, if I want it to show only on Thrive Apprentice, so you're gonna go to the post type, and then you can choose the TVA. So TVA is for Thrive Apprentice. So TVA lesson, TVA chapter, and then TVA module, and that's gonna display those 3 opt-ins on those 3 types of pages. What you could do is set the front page as well. That's definitely an option, and you have an option as well to show it only for the logged in users or the logged out users. And you could create 2 groups, one to show a specific type of opt-in for people that are logged out to encourage them to log in, and then some to people that are logged in and maybe they are already subscribers, and then you want to show some updates or whatever the case may be. So some of the options, so you could create one for logged out and then create a whole another lead group with the same post types, but for the people logged in. So that's definitely an option. Or you just leave it out. If it's unchecked, then it's going to show in either cases. So for all those parameters, and there are exceptions. So if you can come to exclusion and you can say, for example, on the registration page, do not show it, or on a specific page do not show the pop-ups or the opt-ins. So that's something very useful as well. So you just save and close, and then you start creating. So once you have that set, if you just come here, then you choose which type of opt-in. So there are basically a 9. The PHP insert is probably not something you want to do anyway at this stage. So you basically, you've got 8 to choose from. You can play around. There are some tutorials on each of them, and lots of videos on how to use them. And some of them maybe would not work. The in content, for example. So if I just come back here, the in content probably does not work with Thrive Apprentice. Maybe it does. Should try if you're interested, test it out. But definitely the lightbox, the ribbon, the screen filler, the scroll mat, the slide in would definitely work. So, and probably the widget as well if you want to do something in the sidebar. So hopefully that's useful. That can lead to better conversions and better communication to your course members. If you have any question, please post it below.